Welcome everyone. In the previous video, I played from 250 beginner Martin until 1000 Elo Emir. Okay, and during that video, I explained my thought process and what you are supposed to do in that kind of level and this kind of positions. Okay, I explained everything for like opening, middle game, end game, everything. So if you are under 1000 elo, make sure to watch that video. Okay. Now, if you are in a intermediate player, like a 1000 elo or 1100, 1200, or 300, then watch this video. I'm gonna play every single one of these chess pots, and hopefully they will imitate the kind of gameplay that you play. Okay, because I cannot play with real people because my rating right now is 1779, so I'm only going to get matched against 1779s and 1800s. Okay, so this is why I'm going to go for chess pots in order to educate you about how to play in chess. Okay, if you're like from 1000 to 1400, 300, then this video is for you. Okay, we're gonna first choose Emir. We're gonna hit challenge and we're going to play. We have the white pieces. When you have the white pieces and you are an intermediate player, I guess that you have some understanding of chess. So you know what to do in the opening, you know how pieces moves, you don't blunder that much. So one of the moves you can go for e4 or d4, but I personally like d4, so we're gonna go with d4. Okay, against d4, and you now in this kind of level, you have to level up a little bit. So you have to understand something about the opening that you play. For example, if d4, you should know what to expect. I'm expecting d5. This is number one. I'm expecting knight f6. Okay, I am expecting Scandinavian e5. It's not a Scandinavian. It's like e4 then d5, the Scandinavian. But it's something else. It's another gambit. Another gambit with c5. Another gambit with e5. Okay. But what I mainly think that my opponent is going to do, either d5, either the Slav defense. So this is what you have to do. You have to guess a little bit what your opponent can do, or you have to know exactly what your opponent is going to do in the opening. Okay, so you have to know a little bit of 5-6 moves in the opening. Okay, so he goes with knight f6. We go for c4. This is the queen's gambit. Mostly when they go d5, it's the queen's gambit, but you know it is the same thing. This kind of setup after g6, you know that they're gonna go with the bishop here. They're gonna castle. This is called King's Indian defense. Okay, so you only have to know that. Okay, not to understand the theory of it on something like that. Just you have to know that. Okay, I develop the knight. Okay, so I take some control of the center with my pieces. He goes with the move bishop g7. Okay, now we can take the center because this pawn is defended by the knight. So this is very nice. Now we develop our knight, so we have knights that developed. We have really great control of the center. Everything's fine. We can develop our bishop, castle, king side, and have a safe king. Right? In this position, you can choose between taking, and he takes back. Then you take the queen. He takes back with the rook. Then you take with the knight. Then he takes here. I mean, it's a lot of theory, okay? But just for like educational purposes, okay, I'm just gonna take that pawn, okay? I'm just gonna take that pawn. Okay, let's get started. Okay, my queen is looking at his queen. And if he takes my queen, I don't want to take with the king. I don't want to take with the bishop. I'm undeveloping my piece. With the knight, I'm also undeveloping my piece. So what I'm going to do is take his queen. This is number one. Take his queen. And take that free pawn. It's not a free pawn, okay? There's theory behind this, but let's see if Emir does that. Okay, so you can just go back with the knight. You can defend and start to be stubborn a little bit about this, but just go back. You took the pawn. You can give it back. It's not really like, how can I tell it to you? It's not really a free pawn, okay? It's like the queen's gambit. When they go d4, d5, okay, then you go c4, then they take it. You're gambiting the pawn for like small amount of time, okay? But then they're gonna take it, and you're gonna take it back, okay? So this is what I mean. Okay, now we can take the knight. Okay, that was not a good move because why? Well, because we want the castle. We cannot castle because we blunder our bishop. Okay, and we cannot move our bishop because we blunder our pawn, right? So now we can undevelop the knight. Undevelop the knight to attack the rook. My spidey sense is tingling. Okay, so the rook goes back to the home square, rook e8. Now we can just go, because we're not going to castle queenside, okay? So we can just go rook b1. We are defending our pawn. We want to push it. Okay, then I am 100% sure that, 1000 elo player like you, if you're watching this, will never do this. Will never go rook takes on e2. We'll never do that. But this is the chessboard, okay? And there's nothing that I can do. I can just take it. So you have to know in this level, I'm 100% sure that you know the values of the pieces. The highest value of the queen is what? Is 8. It's 9. It's 9. The rooks are 5. The bishop and the knight are 3. So you have to know the value of it. So if you are trading a rook for a bishop, it's bad because now I'm up 2 points. So you should know just the value. Now we're gonna castle by hand. We're gonna get the rooks onto this. We're gonna go to king. Yeah, we can block, but we can just go back to safety. Now we are really safe. This is number 1. We are threatening check right now. So he blocks the check like this, which is really passive, but it's okay. We can, go with the knight to an active square, open up for the bishop, and we're also attacking that bishop. Okay, just make any moves. Okay, so he insists on defending it. And do you see the blunder here? You can take the bishop, but he will take you back. Okay, so now you can go rook d1, taking that pawn, but he can go knight c6 and defending that pawn. But he can stop pushing and attacking the knight, then remove the defender, then win the pawn, okay? So now we take the bishop. It's a little bit like a couple of moves later. You go rook d1. Now he goes knight c6. No, he goes here and decides to lose the pawn. But if he went knight c6, you go for b4, b5, remove the defender, then take the free pawn, okay? Now we take the free pawn. We are threatening to win the bishop, so the bishop has to move away. The bishop moves here, attacking my rook, but my rook can go to safety. So we just go here. It's completely fine. Okay, now we cannot go here. So let's just try to prepare this move. Not allow the knight in. Control more squares. It's really great. Then now get the bishop out. Okay. I'm 100% sure that none of you will do this mistake of bishop d3 check, because you obviously see the rook that can take. So this Emir 1000 elo chessboard still does not know the value of the pieces or the scope of the pieces. The scope of my rook can go all the way like this, okay? And you are in my range so that I can take you. So you just have, I'm 100% sure that you know that. But this is the chessboard that I'm dealing with, and I cannot play against the real 1000 elo players because I'm rated 1700, so I cannot. He's attacking me, so I'll just give him a small check. Okay, had checked me before. My kids have never checked me before. That's a weird sentence to say, but it's okay. Now you can just connect the rooks. Okay, if the knight moved, you're threatening just to exchange the rooks. He's attacking the pawn, you can just push it and defend it. It's completely fine. Okay, he goes here. You can push, have some center, have some squares for you. Okay. You don't have to go for like really. Okay, so now you can exchange everything. You can just take the rook. He's gonna take with the knight. Okay, this is very fine. This is very nice. You can just give a check. And we're just gonna go rook e1 check as well. We're gonna try to go for the pawns. We do another check. Now we attack the knight. The knight has to move, then we take this free pawn and we push our pawn. It's really simple. The knight cannot do any damage because, you know, it's really simple right now. Everything, just trade everything and push. Just push the pawn. Okay. We can go here, but takes. We can go here, but he can still stop us from making a queen. So just give a check. Give a small check and then push. Even if he take you, you just push. You don't have. You can change. You can exchange everything, and still win the game. Like for example, make a queen. He's gonna take it. Of course, you take it back. And the way to win this, just push your pawn. They cannot stop you from making a queen unless he went here. Okay, he can still not stop you. Now we just make a queen. We go for ladder mate, and that's it. Give him a check. This is bad. Okay, give him another check. Forces him away. Now give him another check. He goes here, then we give him mate. Okay, so this was simple. The thing is, the problem with Emir 1000 Elo chessbot, that it doesn't know the value of the pieces and it doesn't see the scope of the pieces as well. So I'm pretty sure you know these things, so we're gonna go for the next bot. This bot is really extremely weak and it's not an intermediate, but this is what we have. Okay, 1100. Okay, we have also the white pieces. Let's go with e4. Also with e4, you are also expecting some stuff in the opening. I'm expecting e5. I'm expecting the Scandinavian d5. I'm expecting the Caro-Kann. I'm expecting the Slav. I'm expecting the French. Any other defense. Okay. So now we can go for 2 pawns in the center, controlling as much square as possible. He's attacking you, so develop your piece while defending it. This is what you are supposed to do in the opening. Now we can go here, 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 but then he can take our queen. Okay, so we can just develop our bishop first. Then if he go here, takes, we're threatening to win the knight. And if he take us, we can take with the rook. Okay, so let's just push. Okay, so he goes here, trying to add pressure on the bishop, but he can just go back with the bishop. Because if you go back, takes, you take, then takes, then he has bishop takes. So you should not be going for this. And I just blundered in the opening, trying to tell you this, but it's okay. Okay, now what he is supposed to do is just to take this, the key defender of this pawn. After he takes and I take back, he can just take, and then bishop take. But it's okay, now we take him. We take his pawn. I'm trying to do some moves, some not the best moves, in order to see if he's going to do something or not, and try to teach you about it, but it's not doing the best move. So now we're gonna set a trap to win a pawn. Bishop e2. Bishop e2 was threatening to win the knight, so he just trade everything. Okay, so we just take. So just wins a pawn. We can just develop our knight, and if it takes, we can just take. It's okay to have this pawn structure. It's okay. At the beginning of your game, you should not go for positional kind of moves and thinking. Just play, not blundering any pieces, okay? Like right now, I just made my king really safe. I did not do any blunders. Okay, for this, I just want to trade these pieces, so I'm just gonna go back and, you know, just trade them. He goes back with the bishop. It's okay. Now we can just go with rook a1. As long as we're not blundering our pieces, everything's fine. We can go and pin the knight. We also opened up this. Okay, so he takes, we take back. It's okay to have this pawn structure. It's okay. You just want to learn. It's not about just some mistakes and stuff. So let's just go here with the queen. We're threatening to go take, then queen takes, then we're gonna win. Okay, so now we take, we won a pawn. He's gonna take back, of course. Now we take back with the queen. Okay, so what is this move? We can go here, knight f3, and the idea behind knight f3 is to go knight d4. We are double attacking the bishop. Okay, now we can go here. He's gonna lose the bishop because, or the moves of the queen. He were supposed to move the queen. Now we take with the rook. We just want a piece, unless he wants to give us the queen for it. Okay, give us the queen. Okay, in takes. We have a check. He goes here. Then we take the rook. He doesn't have any checks on e1, and our king is safe. Okay, so we give this check. He goes king d7. Then we just win the rook. We give this check. Unless he blocked it, then we can just take it after the king moves. Okay, he goes here. Give him a check. If he goes here, it's a blunder, because here you can find this fork and win the rook. Okay. I'm trying just to build a mating net. But let's just attack the rook. Is he gonna go here? No, here. Okay. Let's stop the king from moving and preparing this mate. So he stopped the mate, but we can just take the rook. And now he made some squares for him to run away. Now we can just build the mating net. This is the mating net, and this is the point. Now we can just give a mate. Okay. Now we're gonna go for the next intermediate pot, which is Nelson, 1300. Hopefully Nelson will be a little bit better. I have the white pieces again. I'm not gonna play it. I want the black pieces. Still gives me the... Bro. I don't want the white pieces. Okay, come on. We're gonna manually choose it. I want the black pieces. Okay. Now let's see. Against e4, you can do anything. You can go e5, symmetrical kind of position. You can go c6, d5, the Caro-Kann. After they go d4. You can go for the Sicilian defense, c5, then knight c6, and then maybe Najdorf kind of stuff. But I'm a simple guy. I'm just gonna go for the Caro-Kann. Okay, how to deal with early queen attacks. This is very bad because I can still go for my main plan, which is the Caro-Kann developing, but also attacking the queen. So we can go for that, d5. Now the queen is hanging. The queen goes back. This is very weird, but we can just take the pawn. And if he takes, we can develop our knight. So now we developed our knight. The bishop is open. We can develop our pieces. We can take this. We're not supposed to take, because the bishop can take and not double his pawn structure. But after we just won, we did not win the pawn. So we can just move away with the queen, or we can just trade. But like an advice for you, if you are like lower rated, your opponent can mate you if he has the queen. Okay, so try to exchange the queens, and it's going to be less likely that your opponent is going to mate you or you're gonna lose. Okay, so let's trade the queens. The best move is to take with the bishop, not with the pawn. Nice. Now we can just take some control in the center with e5. Okay, develop our bishop, light square bishop, adding dark square bishop, sorry, adding pressure on this pawn. We can go here, but then he can go knight h3. Let's see if in 1300 sees this. Okay, he did not see it, so we go there with the knight. We're just trying to win this, win the rook, and that's it. Now the knight is hanging. The knight moves, so this is an amazing thing. We can go here, threatening to take the bishop, and saving the knight by just capturing a piece. Now we doubled up his pawn structure. We won the rook. Now all we have to do is just simplify everything. How to do that? Just try to get your pieces out. Then castle. Let's just castle. Get our king to safety. And let's try to go here to exchange and threatening this pawn. He attacks us. It's really simple. Just go back. Keep this threat. Doesn't want to trade. It's okay. So we have to force him into making trade, even though we lose the pawn, but it's okay. We want to trade everything. We have to make him take. Okay, so now his king cannot move, literally. We don't have this check because the knight can take us. So what do? We just develop our knight. We go here, we double up, and then we try to find mate. Okay, now this does lose the bishop, but we are threatening mate. Okay, so now he made a place for the king. But let's still go for it. Let's still go for this threat. And when it goes here, we can just take. It's okay. Our king is safe. He doesn't have sufficient material to mate us. Okay. And we can give a check. The king goes there, the only square. We are not here pinning the knight because the knight can take us. Okay. And we cannot take because, you know, the knight can take us. So let's just go here, forcing more trades. Okay, so he attacks us, but it's okay. Let's just take, even though it's a bad move, but let's just take and simplify everything. He instead took the, it's not a good move, but it is what it is. Let's just give him this check. Run away from this threat of the knight. The king moves. Okay. And just go for weaknesses in your opponent's position. This is trying to exploit this pawn with this, So let's just go for it and go for this pawn. If this, we can just move away. Okay, so let's just take a free pawn. You want to go rook e8 or rook f4. Let's go rook f4. It's better because here he can push. Okay, so just take pieces. Now we're gonna take the pawn. This move threatens to win the pawn, but are we, afraid of this move? No, because we are up material. The king is safe. So give him a check and take more pawns. He can take this pawn, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, he attacks us. We can go here. We are threatening to win the knight, and if the knight moves, he loses the bishop. So he moves the bishop and decides to lose the knight. So we can give this check. If he went close, we take the rook. Then he takes us. But if we went check and he decided to defend, then we take the rook. I just mouse clicked. But let's just go save it like this. We save in the rook. I was supposed to take, but just mouse click, mouse slip. And now we just try to build a mating net. I'm trying to figure out. So here, and after this check, he only has this square, but we have a check and he takes us. Okay, for an easier, just simplify everything, even though you're gonna lose some points, but it's okay. As long as you're going to have two pieces against one, and you can push your pawn, then it's okay. Okay. Keep attacking while also supporting this push. We cannot go for this exchange because he can just take a free piece. So let's just, in the end game, you have to use your king. So let's just use our king. We can even push this pawn, so let's just push it. Okay. Finds the best move. Let's give him a check to support the push. Now we can push. This is a bad check because he can just take us. We cannot push because now he can take us. So what do? We support the push. So he decided to take the knight, to take the pawn. Now we can just make a queen and he cannot stop it. Okay. Here, but we can make a queen because it's supported by the bishop. Okay. So this is a 1300. Now this, it's a little bit sneaky. You don't want to allow some stuff happening here. So just take, the king still can move to anywhere. So now we can go here and make sure it's not stalemate. The king can move, and now start giving checks. Build a mating net that is not stalemate. Okay, I was going to go here, but it's stalemate because of this stupid pawn. So now if we let's just move our king closer. Okay, give him a check. Only square. Now this is going to be stalemate unless we go here. Then he goes there, we give a check, he goes here, then this is mate. Okay, so this is the only square. We also have this is mate. No, it's not mate. This is going to, yeah, it's going to be mate soon, you know. Here, then here. Okay, this was for like 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300 elo chess spots. Now, because they are doing blunders, because these chess spots are doing blunders, we're gonna go for new bots. We're gonna go for the advanced chess bots. Okay, we're gonna go for this Antonio. Let's choose Antonio. Let's hit challenge. Antonio from where? Paraguay. Okay, against e4, go for c6, go for Caro-Kann, go for your favorite opening with black. My favorite is the Caro-Kann. In this position, sometimes they take, it's called the exchange variation, sometimes they push, advanced variation. And this we take, develops the knight, develops the bishop, we can just develop our knight, develop our second knight. We can push e5, but yes, now we can push e5. Why? Because we are threatening to take this knight, ruin his pawn structure. So now if we take, takes, queen takes, but then takes here, but then we can take here, give him a check. And if he's not careful, he's going to lose either the bishop or the rook. Okay, so let's take and see if he's going to fall for this. He fell for it, okay. So now he cannot take the bishop. Okay, so he goes for this weird bend. It doesn't do anything. Because the thing is, when he takes the bishop, you can give him a check. And if he blocked with the bishop, he's defending his rook, but you can take the bishop. And if the king moved, you can just win the rook and stuff. So now we can just go back to safety. You know, adding threat on this f2 pawn. He can give us check, but we can block. Okay, so he goes for this. Okay. Now we can exchange, but let's give a check. Let's give a check. If you're trying to win the game fast, make sure you have the queens on the board. So now let's just castle, make sure we are safe. We are just blundering this pawn, but it's okay. He did not see the pawn that was hanging. So now we attack the bishop. If the bishop takes, we can just take here. Okay, if we attack the bishop goes back, and now there are two attackers on this pawn. So it's not a good idea. Let's just develop the bishop here, defending. We can even push. It takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Okay. This is a good square for the bishop, and also this. So let's just stay here to support this push. But then bishop takes, pawn takes, then we lose our queen. And if bishop takes, he can take with the queen. Okay. Let's keep the bishop. Let's keep the bishop and you know, try to make mating threats. And if he push, okay. Let's attack the bishop. The bishop goes back, then we go rook d8, defending the pawn, because the bishop can go here. Okay, since the bishop did not go here adding pressure, we're not forced to go for this move. but we can make like a pawn break with it, so why not? And this pawn is not defended, but it's not threatened. Okay, now we can just go bishop d6, because this is a really good skewer. Now we can take with the queen, and now then we can push. He's gonna have some weaknesses. Yeah, with this move I don't know what to tell you. I mean, just take it. Just take it. If you push here, queen takes, and he pushed, then you can win it, win the rook. But if you push, he takes, you can take with the queen, and you're threatening the other pawn, and now you're gonna win some pawns. So you push. He did not take. Instead, he's threatening mate. Wow. So now just attack the queen, and we'll also make it hard for the bishop to look at this. Very nice. Now we can just take this. Queen takes, we can just take this pawn. If we take with the queen, we lose our knight. So we have to take with the knight. And then we're gonna take the bishop. We're going to be up a pawn. So now he is threatening our... So we can just go here. If rook takes, we can just take with the rook. So he decides to save his... But let's just trade everything. Okay. We cannot go back because we lose. And when he has rook takes d5, we don't have checkmate because the queen can take us. So if we try to make some exchanges by rook d8, rook takes, queen takes, here, so we can go actually rook d8. Because rook d8, we are planning to go rook takes d8, queen takes d8, and if he blundered, queen takes before, we have check and it's mate, and the queen can not only block there and it's mate. Let's go for it. So he sees it. Very nice. Now we can go back to safety. Keep protecting the knight. Okay. This move I don't like because you should not be pushing the pawns in front of your king. So now let's just attack the queen. The queen moves somewhere else. We go back. And we try to build some threats there. Okay, the queen goes here. We have this, but we lose our rook. And it's not a good move to lose the rook. We can go for queen exchange, then queen takes, king takes, then we're gonna try to play an endgame. This is the thing. So let's just go for this. He cannot take this. Okay, so he doesn't want to have a queen trade. So Antonio is really good in chess. Antonio is an advanced one. I tried to play Antonio thinking that all the other chess bots were like really freaking pots, really noobs. But this one is really great. It's doing everything that it's supposed to. Now, we don't want to blunder our rook, of course, and we don't want to blunder our knight. So what do? We can just attack it. We can go force a queen trade, then queen takes, knight takes. So let's just go for it. We're also adding, okay, so he decided to take, okay. Now we can add pressure like this. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I love this. Okay, now we can go rook d4. We're adding pressure onto this pawn, but he can push this. And when he pushed this, yeah, we're not really winning that much. So let's just prepare this. Let's attack the pawn and not allow this move. So he decides to push. Very weird, but let's just take. Bishop takes, it's okay. We go for the 7th rank for this pawn. When this we're adding some threats. We go here, he gives us check. We go here and we're completely safe. So let's go here, adding pressure to this pawn. He pushed the pawn. Now we can go here, adding pressure. He decides not to defend it. This is weird. So if we take with the rook, check, he moves away, then our knight is hanging. And if we move the knight, we lose the rook. So we have to take with the knight. He has this check, but we can just go here. Oh, I did not see that. To be honest, I did not see that. I swear to God. Okay, put the pawns on dark square because there's a light square bishop. I did not see that. I swear to God. Let's just go for the... Let's go for this pawn and push. Don't allow this pawn, bishop takes pawn. If you go here, takes, king here, king here, king here, and it's going to be equal. So let's just go here, not allow the king in, push, takes, and push the pawn. I'm sorry I blundered, I did not see that whatsoever. I swear. But it's okay. He wants to go there with the bishop, planning to sacrifice. Let's see if he goes bishop f5. Bishop f5. Wow. Let's move here. He's fighting that mother fork. Okay, now he cannot defend both pawns. Take. We can give a check. I can push with bishop take. First give a check. Then attack the bishop. Then move your pawn. He cannot stop you now. I'm such an idiot that I blundered this. I did not see that. For the first... Okay, now can he stop it? Yeah, but we just move in with the king. You go here, you go here. Now he goes there. You go here. He has this check. No. Okay, so make a queen, take the bishop, and just chill out. Give a check. Take. Make another queen. Strict the king to only to the corner of the board. If we made a queen, it's stalemate. But if I made a rook, it's also stalemate. That... Okay, give him a check. Let him move here. You pain in the ass. Go here. It goes here. Let's say I moved here. He moved there. Make a queen. He can move. Okay. This Antonio, really good. This Antonio is really good. Okay. Check. Check. Okay, so we kicked his ass. I was winning, but I just blundered that knight. Okay, so Antonio was really good. Okay, and don't say that, ooh, look at this, Antonio will almost beat me. I'm 1700, okay, so 1500 is close to 1700. For this, we're gonna go for this next pot, 1600 elo. Explaining my thought process to you guys so that you can... Isabella. No, Isabel. 1600. Okay, let's go for 1600. D4. And this point, they're not blundering anything. 1600s are good. Okay? We don't blunder shit now. I sometimes blunder, okay. But the chessboard not. Okay, this is called the Slav. The Slav defense. Develop a knight. Put the bishop out. Okay, now we can go here. It's not really much of a... Now we develop the pawn on e3. The bishop is out. Now, if he takes, only if he takes, you have to go a4 to stop b5. Now here, sorry, the queen is trying to go to b2. We just go queen c2, defending the pawn. She's attacking my bishop. Let's go back. Knight takes, pawn takes. Okay. So now he goes for the pawn. She goes for the pawn. Keep forgetting. Okay. Now we go for 2 pawns in the center. Really great center. And we want the pawn back. Okay, let's take. I'm gonna take. Unless she defended. She did not. Take. And if bishop takes, queen takes, or pawn takes, it is the same thing. Now we can castle, but we can use our rook as a really great tool for winning. We can go castle queen side, and we can have 2 rooks trying to apply some pressure. Can I sacrifice the rook? King takes pawn, so it's sack, king, pawn, bush. What the hell is that? Bush. King d2 to give check, but there's a like, let's castle. Let's castle and prepare the sacrifice, or prepare this at least. I have this from like an hour ago. Like, okay, now it's gonna push. No, it pushed that pawn. That's weird. Okay. Now can we sack, take, queen h1, king g7. Let's go there with the queen. We want to sack, take, queen takes. Okay. Can I sacrifice the rook? Pawn takes, queen takes. He doesn't have queen here or queen anywhere. And now we're gonna prepare rook h1 to give him mate. So take, queen take, push. There's a check. Block takes. Let's just sacrifice the rook. Sacrifice the rook. Why not? Takes, okay. Now we are preparing rook h1. Okay. What is the idea? Rook h1 threatens mate here or here. So if the bishop went there, I can just give this mate. Oh la la. So if rook h1 wants bishop g5, but knight takes. Okay. There's a knight defending this square. Oh, so only goes for... This is bullshit. This is such a bullshit thing. Antonio 1500 played so well, and this blundered this. Nah. Okay. We want to go with the knight to threatening mate, so we take with the pawn. Okay, so we want to go here with the knight. Unstoppable mate. Okay. Oof, I'll get that king safe. No, it's not safe anymore. Okay. So Isabel was also bad. Let's go for the next spot. So we played against all the advance. Now we have Wally 1800. Let's go for the 1800. Okay, I am ready 1779. Let's go for the Carl Khan OP. Dinosaurs. Shut the fuck up, man. Advance, also exchange, okay. Okay, develop the knight. Go knight f6. Okay. Now this move sometimes they go just to stop my bishop from going to f5. And I really want to just push this pawn so bad. To the point that I actually cannot, but I can push e5, but pawn takes, knight takes, queen here, and some calculation stuff. Okay, so we're gonna try to figure out another way for the bishop to participate in the game. Let's go bishop d6, queen takes. Sometimes they go for this trade. I don't know why this is a theory stuff, but they go for the trade, man. Cannot go there with the knight, so let's just castle. Prepare this push e5, pawn takes, knight takes, queen takes, but rook here. So let's just rook e8. There is some potential sacrifice, but there's the knight. So let's just stop that sacrifice and stop the knight from entering the square. Now we can push. Pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes, queen takes, rook takes, rook takes. I don't know why I want to take with the queen first, so that's an idiotic thing. I'm gonna take with the rook first. Okay, so blunders the fork. That's not 1800 blunders of fork. Shut up! I am an 1800. I'm 1779. I never blundered the fork ever in my life. What the hell? Oh, the thing that I cannot take because of this, but I can take with a knight. Which one is more? I mean, the bishop is good. The bishop is aiming and stuff. So let's just take like this. I can take with the check, then move the knight away. No, I decided to go there. Okay. Now, after we just won the piece, there's just no way. There's no way in 1800 did that. No way 1800 did that. That's bullshit. Okay, let's develop the bishop while attacking the rook. The rook has to move again. Now we take it. Okay. Force piece trades. Always force piece trades. Develop the knight. The knight is going to be a very active square. Okay, can I go here? Takes, check. Here, check, but he has this square. But wait a sec. Can I sack? Pawn takes, queen check, knight back, check. Here, check, back. No, I don't have that. Unfortunately, I don't have that, unfortunately. I can take. No, that's a bad thing. No, wait a sec. Take, check, back, check, back. Then we take this. Oh la la. Take. Okay. You son of a... Okay, that was a good move. Wally is good. Wally is good. Give a check. That... He found a good move. But we're still up a pawn. Okay. He's attacking the pawn. Let's use the rook for defense. I was, supposed to go there, but, it's okay. Now I can go here, but queen takes, but we have this. We have this check, but yeah. Okay. Let's see if he blunders this. No way in 1800 blunders that. Okay, nice. Well, it doesn't blunder. I can give this check. The king is forced to go here, then we give another check. He goes here. Let's give a check. At least we're defending the pawn. Okay, we don't have this check because we lose due to the knight. Now can I push to go here? Or I can just move my knight, attacking the rook moves away, then we have this check. We have this check, it's good check. Okay, lose the rook. Queen, we just exchange and... Okay, I don't want to go for an exchange. I want to go here to add the pressure. So let's just go for it. Unless he went here. Okay, so defense. Make sure that there's no checkmates or checks. Let's add pressure. Now the queen cannot move. The queen is defending this pawn because the queen takes. The knight cannot take its spin. Now we push the pawn. He pushes his pawn. Oh, I was not supposed to do that. We can always force a queen trade. Then king here, pawn. Here. Yeah, I was not supposed to do that. But wait, if I went here, then he pushed, then I go here. Then he push, then I sack, take here, then here. Wait a second. Here. And yeah, let's push. How dare you, you motherfucker. Can I go here? There. Okay, so now we have to sack. Okay. Take with the rook. Queen takes. I'm always happy when the queens come off. Yeah, you're not so happy now. Don't allow the king in. Go for this. Because he still cannot make the queen, so there's no rush. There's no rush here. Push all the pawns. Stop him from entering the square. He makes the queen. Idiotic move. And now we just push pawns. Push him, baby. Or we can go for the pawn. If the attack is killed. Okay, take with the pawn. Okay, now the attack is done. No, he still has this. So we can give a check. And go for the pawn. And just push and make a queen. I don't believe that 1800 blundered a fork. I don't believe that. 1800. Wait, is there stalemate? No, they're not. So I can go here, and that's stalemate. Wow, I'm so good at fighting stalemates, man. I should be awarded for that. Take. We found the win against Wally, 1800 chess pot. Now we go for the next new pot, which is Lee. I fucking hate her. Lee is good. Lee is so good. She's from China. No, she's from Taiwan. Lee is really good. Advanced variation, sometimes you go with the bishop out, sometimes they go bishop d3, sometimes they go here. You force them into making f3, then you go back. Okay, now they start. They start marching. Okay, I'm not sure that the best move is h5. I think it's h5. I don't know if it's h6 or h5. I always blunder that. Always. Active bishop, c5. In the Caro-Kann, this is the idea. Just pushing c5. I mean, that's most likely. Then you develop the knight. Okay, now the idea behind this move is like pawn takes, knight takes, then you can take this free pawn. Let's just go here with the queen. Going for this, to give a check in when the... Okay, let's see if he falls for it. No. No. Okay, so we take the pawn. Free pawn, why the fuck not? Okay, attacks the queen. Sure. And if you go here, knight takes, knight takes, knight takes. Bishop. Let's go here. I'm really sure it's knight takes. Oh, knight takes like this, okay. I can go there with the bishop, pinning him, but then he goes here. So if I take, queen takes, knight takes, bishop here, then, you know, goes there. But if I take, no, wait a second, here. Wait, if takes with the knight, takes with the queen, it's a bad move, but he can takes with the knight, then we can go here, but then he can push, okay. Let's get out of the bishop, then you know. Ooh. That loses the pawn. Lee, are you tricking me? Is Lee tricking me? Is Lee doing some stuff? I don't know, I don't care. We want a pawn, Lee. Let me see what you got. Ooh la la. So, I don't want to go here to go there. So let's just develop the knight. You know, it's good to develop your pieces. If takes, we take with this. Now we're gonna castle. That I did not see. Hideous move. They say I'm aggressive, but I just like quick attacks. Yes, you're freaking aggressive. I can go with the knight. If knight takes just like this, so I can go here. I can go back. Adding more pressure. So bishop has to take. Huh? So takes here. So I can take, bishop takes or pawn takes. We don't want to have double pawns. And if knight takes, just take here. Takes, takes. I can go there with the knight. But it doesn't do anything. So here, I have this pawn move, but I can just, so here, here, here. Here, here. It's just so weird. Let's just move out of the bin. Move out of the bin. Now we can take. Okay. So I want to go here, but after it takes with the bishop. No, wait, here. Attack the queen. I really hate this bishop, so let him. That's a blunder. Because of here. If bishop takes, pawn takes. So I can go here, here, here. No, if I go here, wait, if I go here, takes, takes, takes here. Huh? Then I just win a pawn, or what the hell? Looks like it. Is she gonna go for some kind of positional kind of endgame? But I can go here. Ooh. Okay, that is weird. That is annoying. I want to go here to push. I can go for this check. Fuck it, I can go for the check. Give me your bishop. Give me your bishop. Push, because I want to go here. Rook a5. Oh, that's a bad move for me. Okay. I can take. What the hell? Ooh. That's some balls here. Take, rook takes, here, 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 here. If I went here, nah. Let's make sure we have a passed pawn there, and now she has to defend that. Okay, I'm gonna. I can go here, then this spin, then I go there, but then she can push. That's an idiotic move from me. I was supposed to go there. If I give this check, she can take, but then I can go here. But this takes. So here, 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 here. So good at endgame, this Lee. Bitch. No way, bro. If I push, what the hell is gonna happen? So wait. Here, here, here. He moves somewhere else. I give another check. Moves, and then this is mate. So here, 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 push, rook. Yeah, I don't want that. But if I push here, here, here. So if I go here, she push, then I go there, goes back, I push, takes, push. So here, here. That's so annoying. Push. That I did not see. I'm such a freaking bozo. Can I defend myself? She can go there. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm such an idiotic bro. No way. No way. No way this girl got me. Lee is so good. Lee is so good. I was winning, but I just messed up. My endgame accuracy is 53%. I saw that in aim chess. You just go here. No, you go to learn. Then you click on aim chess. Then they give you your rating on all of your opening, tactics, stuff. My opening is 92%. So I'm good. But in tactics, I'm 57. 50. Ooh, what is that? Take. I don't care. Take. I don't care. Take. Let's go with the Tartar Tower. I never played the Tartar Tower. You want to exchange everything? You want to exchange everything. For a minute, I thought she just blundered the pawn. Some good attack. Mating threat. And this allows the weakness to go in. Wow. I just blundered this. Man! Okay, let's just leave it. Let's leave it. I'm not focused. I'm not focused right now. I'm gonna leave Lee for the next video and take, revenge. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next video.